This is Morris. He's a mouse, and he lives here, in my apartment, with me. He's a very quiet roommate. I only see him every now and then. He'll usually pop his head in while I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. But I do wonder, how often is Morris entering and leaving the apartment while I'm asleep, or when I'm not at home? In the hope to answer this, I have used my Raspberry Pi to make a Morris counter. There are several components. The infrared sensor detects movement, a spotlight made from infrared LEDs illuminates the area, and the infrared camera takes a photo, which it then uploads to Azure IoTHub. I've placed it by my front door because, obviously, this is where Morris usually enters and leaves the apartment. Except instead of opening the door, he tends to somehow limbo under it, which I think is pretty impressive. But I've mostly put it by my door because I don't really trust my wiring. And the smoke detector is also situated here. Let's see what happens when Morris comes to visit. Oh yeah, I also hooked it up to my Philips Hue lights so that I get a heads up if he's nearby. And there he is! I left it running for a few days, and it was triggered several times during the middle of the night, but unfortunately the camera didn't pick up anything interesting. The other times are all just me. I suspect that Morris is just too fast for the camera to get his photo, so I've decided to switch from taking a single still to instead taking a video. When motion is detected, it will upload the last 30 seconds of footage. Sure enough, the very night that I implemented these changes, Morris popped his head in to say hi. The next step was to remove the false positives, such as when it is just me walking through the door. For this I utilized the Azure Computer Vision API. By sending it singular frames from the video, it would then return a list of objects that it found. The hope is that it would then be able to detect something kind of mouse-shaped, and be able to distinguish this as an event more interesting than, say, a video of my feet. This has so far been semi-successful, in that it can sometimes recognize that there is footwear within the video. However, it also tends to be quite judgmental on the cleanliness of my flat. Since implementing this tagging technology, it has not yet been able to detect a Morris.